Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. We appreciate you tuning in. Got something a little different today. We're up on top of the hill where we got some of our poplars stored. We got a special project. Had a new customer come by and they need some poplar boards, and we're going to take you through the whole process, start to finish. So hang on, we'll be right back. Okay guys, we appreciate you staying with us. What we got is a customer is finishing the interior of their house, and she wants, or they want, some 1x10s, 8 foot long, dried, edged, planed, ready to go. So we're gonna select probably 5 or 6 logs out of this pile because we need 128 of them. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. We're gonna take them from here. First thing we're gonna do is buckle them down to 8'6", 8'8". Unfortunately, they're 12 footers, but never fails. Have the wrong length log, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna take them down to the mill. We're gonna mill them. We're gonna stack them. We're gonna band them. Tomorrow afternoon, the kiln's finished right now. It's in sterilization mode. Tomorrow afternoon, the kiln's gonna come out. We're gonna put these 2 stacks, as well as 1, 2, 3 or 4 more stacks of pine in with it. We're gonna run it for a week. It's gonna come out. Then we're gonna plane it and edge it, and it'll be ready to go live its life in their house. So I hope you enjoyed the journey. This is from log to lumber to finished product all the way out the other end. So let's get set up here. We're gonna dig out the ones we want, because we gotta have, I'm gonna cut 11-inch boards because we're gonna edge them down to a true 10-inch. So a lot of these logs will make it, a lot of them won't. So we're gonna pick out the better ones to do it. We'll be right back. Okay guys, that's the end of step one. We selected our logs. If you noticed, I cut both ends. They've been up here for a few months. Did two things. It gave me a fresh cut in, and what little bit of cracking had occurred, I went ahead and cut it off. So some of them have a little bit more end cracking, which is fine. We'll incorporate that into how I set up my cut. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get down to the mill. So step one's done. Let's get them to the mill and start making boards. Okay guys, we're back down at the mill. Gotta get everything set up. We've been working on our motor planer for 3 days this week. So we gotta get back to sawing. John Deere's in the way, of course. The mill, we put it up clean, took the old blade off of it. So it's ready to run, other than I need to select the blade. So let's think about my options. I got a 4 degree. That's not suitable for this species of wood. It'll cut too slow to leave cut marks. I got a Turbo 7 55 thousandths. Will it do okay on this wood? Yes. It's not necessary. This wood has, what knots it has will not be hard, not compared to like pine or something. So a Turbo 7 55 thousandths is overkill. How about a Turbo 7 45 thousandths? That's a perfect blade for this softwood species. It'll cut fast. If I did my job properly, sharpening and setting, it'll cut good and clean. But with a grain of salt, it's not going to matter that much because we are planing this wood. Now, a wood miser sawmill makes a good finish when properly set up, properly maintained, and properly run. And that's the finish I expect all the time. You know, when it leaves out here, especially if we're going to use it raw, I want as good a finish as a wood miser mill will make. Now, that being said, this wood, if it's got little chatter marks in it, really not going to matter because we're going to kiln dry it and we're going to process it. But I still want as good a wood as I can produce. So, I could cheat out and just saw garbage. It wouldn't matter because we're going to plane it down 3/4, but that won't happen. We're still going to saw as good a wood as we possibly can. So let me get over here, get the mill woke up, get a blade put on it, get it tensioned, and we'll get to sawing. Okay guys, I watched the last clip. You seen Matthew get these laid up here nice and easy. If you don't have a Matthew, I feel for you. You know, somebody you can trust on tractor to load these gently, not hurt themselves, hurt you, hurt the mill. But let's talk about our log. We got it laid up here. I'm looking for any kind of defects. This one has just a slight crack. It's not enough to even worry about. But if it was a little bit longer, I would set this up to where when I'm making my 11-inch wide board cuts, I would go right across that split. So if it was worse inside, worst case scenario, I throw one board away. But this don't look like it's enough to even worry about. The log color, I know from watching lots of YouTube, it don't show, but this outer band is pink and the interior is still green. So this is one reason I like sawmilling. You never know what you're gonna find till you open it up. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a couple maple logs thrown in that pile up there. Matthew and I have been running an experiment to see if we could replicate something that happened last year. We actually accidentally threw a maple log in that poplar pile, and some ambrosia beetles jumped out of the maple into the poplar, and we had ambrosia beetle stain. So that's one thing I'm gonna be looking for while we cutting these boards. If I happen to see some ambrosia stain, we'll stop and point it out. But it's already mid-morning and we gotta get to work. So hang on, guys. Okay guys, that's the end of the first log. We're not gonna bore you with the rest of them. It's just rinse and repeat. One little tech tip I'll give you for new sawyers, older sawyers, you know it already. If you're not able to blow your sawdust off like I just did, clean your boards off before you stack them. All that sawdust is gonna do is cause mold and mildew. It will deteriorate so quickly, it'll be instantly turned to mold. So just a little tech tip, if you can't blow it off, drop your board, scrape them, whatever, before you stack them. We blow them off here, we'll set them outside, and before they go in the kiln, whether it's tomorrow or 2 weeks from now, a month from now, we'll blow them off again to get all that sawdust off of there. So that's gonna do it. We'll catch up with you probably tomorrow when we unload the kiln, but we'll go to the next step of the process, putting it in the kiln. Hey guys, welcome back. It's late Saturday afternoon for us. Kiln finished up, let it cool down, got everything out, and I'm in the middle of running a 10,000 board feet for another customer, but we're gonna sneak in these 2 stacks of poplar. It's about 870, 80 board feet. 2 stacks, 4 wide, 17 tall. Yeah, something like that. It's a bunch of them. But we're gonna seal it up, turn it on. Hopefully 7 days, we're opening it up, getting this out of here, and getting ready to run it for the customer to get them a finished product back. So we'll be back. I don't know if we'll get any updates during the week or not, but we'll definitely be back when we're ready to take it out. Okay guys, welcome back. This is next update on our poplar. It run 2 days longer than I thought it should, but we did put the poplar in green. I mean, we cut it and stuck it right in there. So it does take extra time to pull that moisture out. If I could have cut it a week ahead, be amazed how much water poplar will lose in a week. But we put it in Saturday a week ago, late in the day, turned it on, run it all week. Today's actually Tuesday, so it, you know, instead of ending Saturday, it was Sunday. Actually ended Monday. Well, I take that back. It actually ended Sunday evening, as far as drying down, and then I put it in to sterilize, and we went for 24 plus hours above 135 degrees. It was right at 150 when I turned it off yesterday morning or afternoon. Yeah, yesterday afternoon. And I just opened the back door and let the temperature start coming down, because last thing you want to do is pop these doors open at 150 degrees. That's too much of a shock. But I'm gonna open the doors. You can see it the same time I see it. Ooh, she's still hot. Okay, folks, there it is. Bottom 2 layers are 8-foot long poplar. Now when I put this in, I stretched the top straps on this pine as tight as I could get them. Now the poplar, I just left them the way they were, and they were tight, but you can see how much it's loosened up. So I can look at the end grain here. I've been, you know, keeping a check on it while it's running, but looking at the end grain, it looks perfect. Couldn't ask for it to dry any better. So there we go. Customer's wood turned out excellent. Let me get it out of here. We'll get it put over here in the barn. It's supposed to have a chance of rain today. And I'll get the rest of this pine out of here. I got, you know, not relevant to this video, but I got another load getting ready to go right in behind this one. And as soon as it comes out, there's another load behind it. As soon as it comes out, there's another load behind it. So, all good. Okay, guys, that's our poplar update. We'll meet you back over at the shop here in a little bit. And we're going to plane it all and edge it all. Okay guys, welcome back. We got our 2 stacks of poplar over here in the sawmill building. Matthew and I are getting ready to plane them. We need 128 good boards. I think we sawed, what, 136. So if you look, all the ends look good. No cracking, no splitting. You know, just minor stuff, but nothing major. It come out of the kiln top notch. I don't know if you can see the color in this, but there's actually some of it that's rainbow. We'll make some pretty stuff, but it's 15/16. Now that it's dry, we gotta get it down to 3/4, so we're gonna make a couple passes through the planer. Much as we hate time lapse, we're gonna put you on one. We'll be right back when we get done. guys. Phew, it's late in the afternoon. Matthew and I are going to quit. We got one more pass to make and we'll be done with the planing. We ended up with 136 boards. So it takes about an hour to run all these through the Grizzly. It only runs at about 20 feet a minute. So it just takes time. Hope you enjoyed that. We had some beautiful rainbow poplar come through there. Wasn't a whole lot of it, probably 10, 15 boards, but I mean, it was beautiful color. So we'll sketch you back in the morning. We're gonna run it again, then we're gonna run it through the edger, make them nice true 10-inch boards, and we'll be done with this. Okay guys, took about an hour, but Matthew and I got all those run. I got a little update on the experiment we've been running, and it was on this poplar, so I want to show it to you. Now, everybody knows you get ambrosia beetles in maple. Well, we accidentally had a maple log got stuck in our poplar pile a year back, and we ended up with some ambrosia. So we did it again intentionally to see if we could repeat it. Now, if you look real close, here's the hole for the ambrosia beetle, and there's the stain. Right here, you got the little bug hole. There's another one. Yeah, this board here, same thing. So, it's not as proliferate as I hoped it would be. I was hoping it would do a little bit more like it does in maple, but apparently they don't like the taste as good as they do maple, but they do get in it. So it's something you can try on your own. If you got a stack of poplar and it's going to be 6 months before you saw it, throw you a few maple logs in there, and them little ambrosia beetles will migrate into your poplar. Just add some color and character. So we're going to grab something to drink, get our edger set up. We're going to edge all these and be done with this project. Welcome back. You see us run all this. Sorry about the time lapse. It's just redundant. It took about an hour to pass on the planer, and we planed it 3 times, and about an hour to run through the wood miser edger. But we ended up with 136 1x10s or 3/4 by 10s, and just messaged the customer. She was tickled to death about it. They're going to be going up in a vaulted ceiling in their house, and they just wanted a square edge look, so that's what they got. It's, as I always say, if you don't have a planer around your mill, you're missing out, guys. That's a great investment for, they went up now a little over $4,000 for a new planer. Well worth it. It'll pay for itself time and time again. We got a lot of customers that like to work with wood, but they don't have the bigger equipment to do what we just did. And we got a little old DeWalt 12-inch planer. How long would it took, Matthew? All day, and we'd probably broke it twice before we got done.
I wouldn't have started.
And my head would have hurt from all the noise. This thing with the spiral head cutter, I still wear earplugs, but it's relatively quiet. I think the vacuum system makes more noise than the planer. But yeah, if you don't have one, you ought to consider it, maybe your next purchase. And straight line edger is handy. We've done many of boards on a table saw for, you know, personal projects and stuff. It takes forever. But got any questions, comments on that? Drop them below. I'll do my best to try to answer them. We cut every bit of this with Wood Miser Turbo 7 saw blade. Left an excellent finish. Probably what, 95% of them finished up 2-sided clear. That's pretty good average. And I only cut them at 1 inch thick, so they dried down at 15/16 coming out of the kiln. And we still got 95% of them 2-sided, even though they only need 1 side. But we get all our saw blades from Joe Maine at Industrial Cutting Tools. If you need anything, give him a call. Also, shout out to Solomon at Third Beard Fishing. We appreciate it. Appreciate what he does for this channel. Guys, that's going to do it. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.